Hi, I'm Heather from here at Booktubes, and this is Popular Books that I DNF'd. I am kind of asking you, did I give up too soon? Can you see how maybe the beginning wasn't quite doing it for me, but like I gave up before greatness? That's what I want to know. My first book is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is a beloved romance on BookTube. It's enemies to lovers. I actually read 99% Mine by Sally Thorne, and it was emotionally devastating, and I gave it 5 stars. But The Hating Game, I feel like, is much more my style and speed, and for some reason I DNF'd it. So Josh and Lucy work at the same company, and they hate each other. They are going for the same promotion, only one of them can get it, and so that is kind of the gist of the story. And basically them finding out about the promotion is all the farther I made it into this book. It wasn't that the book was bad, it wasn't that the book was slow. I just didn't feel like going through the amount of angst that I thought that they were going to put me through. So that's why I quit. Next I have Vicious by LJ Shen. This is a bully romance, except he was her bully in high school. We're getting some flashbacks, and now she's an adult, but she is struggling, and he gives her a job as his assistant, and I believe there's hate banging, but I never made it that far. It was like her first day on the job, and this is shallow. This is shallow. This is a dumb reason to quit the book, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's like her first day at the office job in New York City, and she was wearing like not matching colors. It's fine, whatever. But I think she was wearing like ladybug leggings, and I just couldn't get behind it. I was like I know you're supposed to be fun and quirky and stuff, and obviously everybody's style is their style, and I don't shame anybody for not having what I like. It's just, I couldn't put myself in her position because I was just like, but I wouldn't wear that. That's stupid. It's shallow. I understand. But also, she didn't know why he hated her. There was no communication, and there was like a lot of bullying over something that they never communicated about, and that was a big part of it. I think the ladybug leggings was just the straw that broke the camel's back, and that might have been a terrible reason. And maybe you should tell me, hey, you literally quit like 5 pages before the epicness of their relationship. Let me know. Next, I DNF'd Dark Lover, which is the first in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by J.R. Ward. This is a beloved paranormal vampire series. I don't think anybody says that the first book is their favorite, but again, I had a very shallow reason for DNFing this. So he's like the king of the vampires. He's the only pure-blooded one left in existence. But he's also blind, and because of that he wears dark glasses, and I believe he also wore a leather duster style trench coat, and all I could picture was the guys from The Matrix, and I didn't find that attractive. And I couldn't get over it, to be honest with you. I was like, okay, but like I'm not attracted to the love interest like at all, because all I can picture is this Matrix style outfit, and I don't like that. So again, stupid reason, but it's my reason. It's why I stopped reading it. So anyways, I know that the series gets better. I think it's like book 4 or 5 is most people's favorites. Should I really have just continued? I don't know. You tell me. She's like human or half vampire or something, and she's falling in love with the king of the vampires, which is a trope I love. But again, I couldn't get over the Matrix vision in my head. Okay, I'm ashamed of this one. I'm not even going to lie to you. I DNF'd Warbreaker by Sanderson. Now this is an adult fantasy book, but it is the one with the most romance in it in his books, and I hear nothing but amazing things about Sanderson, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try the standalone that has the most romance in it, and then I'll know if I like him enough to read his other books. And from what I understand, a lot of the greatness of a Sanderson book is at the end, where you find out that there were all these things that were on the page, but you didn't understand or put them together. There's lots of foreshadowing and epic plot twists and things like that. I never made it that far. I was a little bit bored. I wanted more romance. There was multi-point of view. You're following a princess who goes for a political marriage to the God King, and she's not allowed to talk to him, and she's not allowed to touch him. And we follow a lesser god and his point of view, and we follow her sister, who is actually groomed to be the God King's wife and bride, and spent her whole life preparing for this purpose. And then at the last minute, her dad decided to switch sisters because she was his favorite, and now she feels like her life is pointless. Like, they spent all this time grooming her, preparing her to be the best that she could be, and then she could just be replaced by somebody who she loves, who didn't prepare for it at all. And so that's where we're at. And they're in the God King's country. Nothing's really happened between the God King and the princess, and I don't know what's happening with the other god. And I don't know really what's happening with the sister either. She's there like trying to help her sister with a random guy. I don't know what's happening, but that's where I stopped. Like, expired from the library. And I haven't jumped back into it. Are you like, girl, you need to get your act together? Let me know. Next, I DNF'd Wallbanger, which is cocktail number 1 by Alice Clayton. I see this all the time as a hilarious, epic, enemies to lovers type romance. I didn't think the humor was that good. Like, I wasn't laughing at all. And it was still like the beginning of the book. So what happens is she moves into an apartment, and there's a guy who is banging the walls every single night, and it's always with a different chick, and they are like ridiculously over the top, and she has to listen to him, and she doesn't like it. And that's as far as they made it. Are you like, the humor's the same all the way through? Like, if you didn't think the beginning was funny, it's probably not for you. Or did I give up way too soon? Last but not least, I DNF'd Neanderthal Seeks Human, which is Moving in the City number 1 by Penny Reid. Penny Reid is a beloved romance author on booktube, and I have actually read the first, I think it's her Winston Brothers series. I did read one of those books and I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. Like, I wasn't immediately, it's been forever and I haven't picked up another book by her. I started this one, and the heroine, it's very awkward, just TMI all the time, and I didn't, like, I'm trying to put myself in your place and I don't want that. So I was just struggling with it. I don't even know if I even met the love interest, to be honest. But I was just like, oh, this is really awkward and secondhand embarrassment, and I don't know that this is what I want. So does that change? Does it grow better? Let me know. That's all the popular romance books, plus an honorary Brandon Sanderson book that I have DNF'd, that are like, that I hear about all the time. Did I screw up? I want to know. What books have you DNF'd that are ridiculously popular? / what ones did you actually finish because they are so popular and you still ended up hating them? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.